What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have you back. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe and like this video if you like it. Today we're doing a super exciting review. I just got this in the mail today. It's the So Jaded palette by Colourpop and Kathleen Lights. Here's the palette right there. This is just the unit carded. Now, I would show you the palette that's sitting next to me, but when I opened the box, unfortunately, a bunch of the shades were smashed. It did get shipped to me with lots of bubble wrap. Here's the box right here. It says fragile on both sides, but USPS decided to beat the crud out of my box, so unfortunately I had to go ahead and email customer service, and I sent them a picture. They did get back to me right away and told me to make sure to give them my order number, so I'm expecting a reply probably tomorrow, hopefully, and they'll hopefully replace it, I hope. I don't think that there would be a reason why they wouldn't. This came with a little card. It just says resting beach face, which is really cute, and then the back of it just says Colourpop like this, and then the packing slip. But it came with like all this bubble wrap, and unfortunately it still got broken. So I will insert pictures of everything and what I use, but if you can kind of see, it was very difficult to work with. Most of the shades in here are very softly pressed, so I think that probably was one of the issues with it. I really wish that it didn't come broken because I ended up really loving this palette. It's 30 shades for $39. Other than that, guys, I have nothing else to say. This is a beautiful palette. The theme is obviously like crystals. I think that's it, you guys. So let's get started with this look right here. Okay, guys, so I'm starting off with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm dipping into the shade My Precious, and I'm using it to set my brow bone. I already primed my eyelids with my MAC paint pot and soft ochre. Now I'm taking that same brush and I'm going a little bit lower into Royal Jewels. I'm just blending that out and making the shape that I want. And I just keep building up that color just to make it more opaque. Even though later on we really don't see the color much, it's going to help the darker shades to blend out better. I think I just dipped into Citrine, and now I'm taking that even lower and darkening that up even more. So Citrine looks really light in the pan, but it's actually like really dark. So this will probably be a lot lighter on a deeper skin tone, but since I'm so fair right now and I primed my eyes with that paint pot, it shows up pretty dark, which I wasn't expecting. So if I was to recreate this look, I'd probably leave Citrine out of it, even though it is a beautiful color. It just didn't go with what I was doing, so I ended up covering it up anyways. Now I'm going in with a dense blending brush and I'm dipping into turquoise. And you guys, this look looks terrible right up until the end when I clean it up with a makeup wipe. I'm using this shade to like place where I want the shape of it to go, if that makes sense. And I just keep dipping in and blending it out more. This shadow was very opaque and it was very good quality. I was really surprised. Because usually I think blues are the ones that I struggle with the most. Those in red colors. They're normally like patchy, but these worked really well. I didn't have issues with any of the shades in the palette. Now I'm going in with the first brush I used, the really fluffy one, and I'm just blending out the edges more. And you'll see me do that a few times. Now I'm going in with a smaller brush, and I'm actually going to dip into Sapphire, and it's a darker blue in the palette. And I'm going lower with this color than I did with turquoise. So I went off camera and did the other eye. Now if I was to leave this look looking like that, oh my gosh, that would be terrible. Because it looks busted and terrible, seriously. So now I'm going in with a makeup wipe and I'm cleaning up the edges. And I'm using that to shape the eye. This is a good trick for anybody trying to do a smoky eye. If you want to do your eyes first instead of your foundation, and you're using like really dark, heavy shades, go in with a makeup wipe and it's going to help you a lot. I'm also cleaning off my lid because I want a different shape to it, and it's going to be a cut crease. It's really hard to explain this because I've never explained this before. But I end up going back over that blue and cleaning that up off the edge as well. Honestly, I didn't know what kind of look I was doing until I was already doing it. So I ended up putting that blue eyeshadow on the outer corner of my eye and ended up wiping it away because I didn't want it there quite yet. I wanted to go back in and do a different detail on it. You'll see me go in quite a few times with the makeup wipe and reshape my eye because, as you can tell, I have hooded eyes, so I have to go in and see like exactly where to place everything. Now I'm going back in with some concealer and a thin little angled lining brush, and I'm going in and I'm cutting out the crease. And I'm going just right by the blue, and I'm taking it all over my lid. A cut crease is gonna take a while, so if you mess up the first time, it's fine, you guys. Makeup washes off. And if you hear my son in the background, I apologize. He's playing with some toys. I'm also using my finger to blend out that concealer because that brush wasn't blending it evenly. But it did work really good for cutting out the crease. So you're going to go in and see me kind of clean this up a bunch, and I keep using the same angle brush, so my little trick is to wipe it off on a makeup wipe to clean it. Pretty much I want that to be a very clean, defined line. Another little trick is to go in with a Q-tip, and I rubbed it on the makeup removing wipe and kind of got it wet with the makeup remover, trying to clean up that line, and then I went in with more concealer to try to touch it up. This is the main part of the video, trying to get that shape. Now I'm going in with the same flat angled brush, and I went into the shade Carnelian, and I'm placing it on my eyelid and drawing as thin of a line as I could get, but making it so that with my hooded eyes you would be able to see like that blank gap between the blue and the orange. So as you can see, like I'm putting it towards the end of the shadow right against the blue, and then I'm leaving that gap in the middle of my eye. That's where I'm going to be placing the glitter later. I have to do kind of a weird shape on my eyelid just because I have those hooded eyes. With somebody who has small eyelids, this would probably work for them as well. And then somebody who has like nice eyelids that aren't hooded and they have a lot of space, you can probably do a thinner space than that. Now I'm going back in with another flat angle brush, and I'm dipping back into turquoise, and I'm using it to wing out that blue underneath. And again, I know like this looks like a hot mess, but it comes together in the end once you clean everything up. Now I'm going in with a flat shader brush, and I took Sunstone all over my lid. I had issues with this color because it was one of the broken shades, so I kept having to go back in because it was pretty much like crushed up shimmer. And I'm packing that all over my lid, and then I ended up using my finger because it was working a little bit better than the brush was. Now I'm going in with Too Faced glitter glue. It's my favorite glitter glue. It works very good. Putting it on my the back of my hand, and I'm going in with a flat shader brush. No, I'm not. I'm going in with that flat angled brush. Sorry guys. I'm dipping into it and putting a very light coat on my brush, and then I'm going to put it on the gap between the orange and the blue. And this is where you have to be very precise and careful so it doesn't cover up any of the shades that you already laid down. I've been loving that trend of people putting glitter liner in their crease. I think it's so cool looking, so that's what I was trying to go for. I went in with the glitter opal, and that's what I used for my glitter liner, and I placed it over the glitter glue. It's such a thick and chunky glitter that I do have to go in later with a clean Q-tip and kind of flick a few of the pieces of glitter off of the orange, which was easy to do. It was easy to place as well. Now I'm kind of taking some of that carnelian shade and I'm putting it on my eyelid, just in the inner corner, and then now I'm gonna go in again and clean up some more. And then later on, I do go in with my makeup wipe and I clean up my inner corner a little bit because I didn't like how far the blue went into my inner corner of my eyelid. Now I'm going in with my fly liner from Fenty Beauty in black, and I'm going to do kind of a medium-sized line, and I'm not doing a wing because I'm gonna connect that to the blue that I already winged out. And then I take a precise lining brush, and I dipped into Aquamarine, this light blue shimmery shade in the palette. I put that on top of the liner towards the inner corner of the eye, and I didn't end up liking it, so I covered the whole thing in emerald, which was really beautiful. And then towards the end, I blended the emerald with the turquoise just for the liner. So that the black is like completely covered. I really like how the look turned out. Hi guys, so this is the finished look right here. Yeah, I went ham with the colors. I really did. I kept putting on more and more and more and more and more makeup. So pretty much, let's see, I used 9, 10, like 10 of the shades, 10 out of 35. So that's a lot of shades right there. Yeah, so I'd say if you like this kind of a look, if you like the colors in this palette, I would definitely get it. The colors blended out really nicely. Like, I'd had no issues. And honestly, I've never tried out Colourpop's eyeshadows before. I've only tried out one Super Shock shadow that I found randomly at Ulta. So this is the only one I have, and I really like this one. This one's in the shade Ladybird. Other than that, I didn't even get a chance to use the Super Shock shadow that they have in here. They have one in there, and it's called Diamond, and that's one of the ones that broke. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It blended out perfectly. Now this makes me want to try like a ton more eyeshadows from them because I've never tried their eyeshadows. I have tried their concealer, the Colourpop No Filter concealer, and I've tried out some blush from them. And then this one little guy right here. That's all I've tried from them. So I'm definitely interested in trying more. The blush I tried was underwhelming. I've used it a couple times and, you know, it's just kind of sat in my makeup bag and that's about it. The Colourpop No Filter concealer, I couldn't think of the word, that was not my favorite. It started to separate in the container like a month after I got it, and it looked really weird, like it went bad, and it didn't really lay on my skin the nicest. So that one, I think it's still in my makeup bag, in one of my makeup bags, but I haven't really touched it much. And other than that, I did kind of explain what I did on my eyes, and you know, I did pop on some lashes. I popped on my Lashaholic lashes in Instaglam. I've used these a bunch. These ones are so nice. I put on this NYX nude beige lip liner, and I put a liquid lip over top of it from Anastasia of Beverly Hills in the shade Stripped. And then I put on some lip gloss from Jeffree Star called Legends Only. It's just a creamy nude with no shimmer in it. And then what you also didn't see was I took a flat shader brush like this that I was using earlier, and I dipped back into turquoise and I smoked it out on my lower lash line. And I also took another flat brush. Let's see if I can find it in my pile. I took this one and I dipped it into Sapphire and took that even closer to my waterline. I also tight lined my waterline with, what was it? That Fake Awake pencil from Tarte. I already put it away, but it's like a creamy beige shade. What else did I use? I will leave everything I used down in the comments, or not the comments, but the description box down below of what I used if you're interested. This is what my skin looks like too. Honestly, yeah, I love this palette, and so far customer service has been really great. They emailed me like an hour after I emailed them a picture of my broken palette, And actually I'm looking, they just said, hey, what's your order number? Because I forgot to put that in there, but I did send them a picture. So tomorrow, hopefully they'll get back to me and I'll see what they can do about my palette. I'm hoping they can replace it because honestly I love it and I'm excited to use more shades in it. The glitter is beautiful. Oh, and I also put the glitter down here on my lower lash line in the inner corner if you can see. But this is what the eye look like. This is what the eye look like. This is what the eyes look like. This is the finished product. Honestly, this is like the third cut crease I've ever done ever. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. There's a kind of zoomed in, making sure I'm close enough. Alright guys, well thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, if you like these kind of videos, please smash that like button, subscribe. I need more subscribers. And comment down below if you got your palette and how it worked out for you, if you had any issues with it. And then if you recreate any of the looks that I do, feel free to tag me on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is just @GlamPartySam. So that's it. If you want to go add me on there and tag me in your looks, that'd be great. I'd love to see what you guys create with your palette. Thanks guys. Bye.